Hi, travelers. Tara here, Hiddenlotus Tarot, and today is September 20th, 2016. I cannot believe we've got one more week left in this month. Time is flying. I want to thank everybody who emailed me and wished me and texted me through Viber and wished me a happy birthday. I really appreciate that. I did have a really good birthday. My friend came, my friend I hadn't seen in a long time, and took me out to dinner. We went and had sushi. I had a couple of daiquiris, like I said. But instead of going to the movies like I thought, I was surprised with tickets to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's a play, and that's one of my favorite movies, by the way. So I wasn't all dressed up or anything like that, but there was toast and rice and umbrellas and water guns in the car. So it all turned out to be great. Anyway, Mercury is about to station direct on the 22nd. Yay! But we still have 2 weeks out where officially it's going to be picking up speed. Yesterday, Mercury was giving me such a hard time. Y'all know I ran over my phone with my Jeep, right? And I did get a new phone. Thank you so much, you guys who chipped in on the win-win-win special. I appreciate it. But I ended up getting a BlackBerry. Let me show you the new phone. And I can't figure out for the life of me how to operate it. So anyway, I've been on the phone 3 days with the BlackBerry people. It's been a long time since I've had a BlackBerry. But anyway, I have a Jeep because I like running over stuff. I just wasn't expecting to run over my phone. And then yesterday, my computer was on the fritz, and I wasn't able to do any work whatsoever. And when I got the new phone, I had to install Viber on it. But once I installed it on the new device, it wiped all of the text messages and all of my contacts out, my business contacts out of Viber. I was like, what the? My old phone has a backup on it, but it's not a file that I can transfer over into BlackBerry thanks to the BlackBerry secure software. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Somebody texted me and was like, is it time to have another reading? I was like, hell, I don't know, because I don't got no contact information. I don't have anything left. So that's that. And I'll be glad when Mercury will be going retrograde again in December sometime, right around holidays. Yay. So we'll just see what happens. But this one's been pretty crazy. I can tell you that for sure. I'm going to come to you today with a general reading. We did have Jupiter move into Libra. For myself, that has been, I don't even know what it's been like. But anyway, I'm just moving along. So this will be a general reading for all signs. We're going to open the cards and just see what's coming up for the remainder of this week into the last week, first few days of October. Can't believe here pretty soon. Was it 22nd of October? Time going to be going back an hour. What? Already. But it's been so hot. I had decided yesterday, since I couldn't work, I was like, I'll go to the pool and go swimming. It was 92 outside, but the heat index was 100 and I think 112 yesterday. No, stayed indoors. So I did nothing yesterday. That was really odd for me as a Virgo. We have to have something to do all the time. All right, so we're just going to open the cards and ask, what is the energy coming up for the next 2 weeks? Let's see what the cards have to say. And hopefully they'll have a message for someone out there that needs a message or a little bit of clarity. We shall see. I tell you, the personal readings I have been doing have been quite interesting. I always love doing the readings because the stories are so fantastic. I've met some really great people through the readings. Interesting. All right, 9 cards down. Here we go. Well, well, well. You know, this Seven of Swords has been coming up. Look like in every stinking reading I have done. Now, this is odd. There's a Six of Pentacles there. This is an odd spread. The 9 cards are Six of Cups, Seven of Swords, Page of Swords, Nine of Coins, Queen of Coins, Five of Cups, Four of Swords, Eight of Cups, 10 of Coins, and then the Six of Coins. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 coins cards. You know, the coins are not just about finances and money. It is also not just about the real, tangible things that you can see, taste, touch, and feel. But it is also about treasures and wealth. Okay, and you can be wealthy in many, many different ways. You don't have to have a lot of money to be a wealthy person. What's that astrologer on YouTube, Kelly, what's her face, Rosano? Your health is your wealth, she always says. This is true. You could be wealthy in friends. You could be wealthy in family. You could be wealthy in children. You can be wealthy in the ideas that you have. So this is what the coins can represent. So right in the center, I have this Queen of Coins, would typically represent an earth sign female, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We do know that we've got a lot of planets going on in the sign of Virgo, and so whenever there's a bunch of focus on one particular zodiac element, typically there is some benefits for the other element. So let's say if we had a bunch of planets in the sign of Gemini, then Libra and Aquarius could also benefit from the same transits. So if this is not about an earth sign female, then it is going to be someone who handles money, maybe a lot of products, maybe could be an accountant, someone who is good at balancing both home life and work life, who likes the ecology. See, she's got a little bunny rabbit down there, you know, understands that in order to give, you got to take care of something, you know, you take care of the things that you have. You have to have the balance and give and take. This message comes out here with the Six of Coins. Now, interestingly, the spread starts with the Six of Cups. Now, some of you may be considering moving back home. Maybe you have to go back home because someone is ill. You have somebody there resting. If not physically ill, then maybe they are spiritually ill or depressed. But the Six of Cups is about childhood. It's about nostalgia, those things that made up your childhood, a more innocent time. But this can also be about the return of someone. And the reason why I say it could be that you may be having to move back home or go back home, or there's something to do with your where you came from in the past. Because I have this Seven of Swords, and you know, typically that card is the card of deception, lies, trickery, theft, deceit. But I have also seen it come up when it speaks to a home move. So so I see that this person is actually walking back into the Six of Cups, but they're looking back to the Page of Swords, as if they're missing something when they're making this move. This could be that something occurred, or you received some kind of message that is requiring you to go back to the past in order to figure out what it is that you need to know, or that you need to be able to at least come back and convey. This is the Seven of Swords, and my question is, what is being left behind? Because to me, this represents the Two of Swords. Something not seen, something not heard. Goes back to those coins. Touch it, taste it, feel it, smell it. Okay, so something's being left behind. And these are behind this guy's back. So there's something behind or something, but it's almost like saying that through returning to the past, you're going to get the information that you need. So this could even be that there's some hidden information coming to you from the past. If this is somebody returning, because this card is also known as the soulmate card, there is some hidden information that you haven't received yet. This puts you in the Two of Swords space, but that news will be coming. A message, a text, an email. It could even be a face-to-face meeting if this requires that you have to travel back, physically travel back to your childhood home. There's some information that you haven't gotten yet. Now I can see here that even though we have the energy of the Six of Cups, the nostalgia, this could be memories, sentimentality, nostalgia, trying to come from a space where the feelings are just really good and pure. And this has been done because you have been able to harness your desires. The story of this card is this is the lady who just really was all about doing the work that she needed to do, and was able to harness her emotions. Her holding that hawk on her arm there is a symbol of her being able to harness the wild side of herself with the more practical side of herself and really get some work done. And the Nine Pentacles are the things that she's accrued. Okay. Now, what's interesting to me, this has not been done without perhaps taking some time out, which sounds kind of weird because, as I say, this could be that someone has been physically working very hard or very, very focused on their goals and their ambitions of what they wanted to do. But at the same time, there's this energy of the Four of Swords, someone that has withdrawn and taking some time out. And indeed, if you've been working very hard, you do need to rest and take some time out. And maybe this is where the memories and the nostalgia and the sentimentality are coming in. You're working during the day, but you're also making sure that you're taking enough time to navel gaze, as I say, to sit and think about perhaps, what did it take for you to get to this Nine of Coins? What sacrifices did you make to get to that Nine of Coins? And maybe going back over and reviewing those things. We know that during any retrograde, we've got Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, Mercury is still in retrograde. Pluto is going to be going direct here pretty soon. I think at the end of the month. Major changes. It's going to come clear out all the old crap. Hopefully, if you've been doing the work. That's that's the thing. But as we can see here, this person in the Nine of Cups is looking back at this Queen of Pentacles. And that's a 9, and to me, she holds the ace. So in effect, this person is trying to figure out how it is they can arrive at this card, the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? There's something else that this person wants to accomplish, or they need to, accrue is not the right word, but they need to work on. Okay? And there has been some emotional disappointments about this. This is one less cup than the 6. Let me put my glasses back. I got new glasses too, people. Hey. So we would assume that the cup that's being shared between the two children is the cup that is missing. And there is, crying over what has happened in the past and feeling as though you're lost and you have nothing left in your cups. But again, I always say this is the Two of Cups in disguise because there are 2 cups behind. It's simply a matter of changing your focus. And maybe this is why we have the energy of the Four of Swords, is that you're trying to change your focus. on what it is that you need to do to make this pentacle with those pentacles and arrive at this 10. And not only has it been a withdrawal, but there could have been literally a walking away from something. This card to me is about emotional adjustment. It's about trying to adjust your emotions, okay? And maybe that's been given a lot of thought. You had to withdraw from a situation. And then you finally decided, you know what, I'm going to have to walk away from it altogether. And to me, I think this is probably the most interesting card. There was somebody who did a reading for me, I don't know, a week or so ago. And she said something that was quite compelling, and I had never looked at it like that. And she said, you know, what always impresses, what stands out to me about this card is that that person leaves in the middle of the night. They don't have the sun to guide them where they can actually see everything clearly. You know, things were so bad, or they felt so, you know, out of sorts, that they just packed up and they left in the middle of the night with only the light of the moon. And even though we know that the moon can provide us some light, it doesn't look the same as it does in the daytime. So this is literally like a walking away and a sacrificing. And the person, not only are they walking away, but they're walking away and leaving behind things that they care about. We could say things that perhaps they invested in to get these cups. And I found that to be, and the person has, the, you know, this is a choice that they had to make. There's the wand. They're using that wand to walk away. And that wand says, I have the drive and the desire and the ambition to just walk away from this. Okay. But what's interesting is that the person is walking into the 10 of Pentacles. See that? And this is the only eclipsed moon in the deck. This is the moon going in front of the sun. Now, in the Lenormands, the moon and the sun together mean a great attraction. But these aren't the Lenormands. I don't know why I brought that up. Maybe somebody needs to hear that. I don't know. But as you can see, even from the imagery of the 8 of Cups, though, it's quite different from the 5. There's no grass. There's a little patch of grass. This person's standing in the dust. And there's a little bitty stream there. Okay, which kind of indicates to me that there's no more emotions and there's nothing, you feel that there's nothing, or you think that there's nothing left that you can grow. There's no more growth in the situation. You've lost the opportunity to grow. You got nothing else to give to help nurture this. But this 8 says that you do. Even though you have to walk away from it, you still have something. There's lots of grass. There's green, verdant mountains in the back. There's huge pools of water. But yet the person is walking away. They're walking into a 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is all about things built up. To me, I call this the 8th house card. Even though it represents Mercury and Virgo. And Mercury will be leaving Virgo here in a couple of days. And this is like an ace because it's a 10. 1 plus 0 equals 10. Now, I'm trying to see if I have any repeater cards in the actual spread itself. The answer is no. But I do have a 5, 6, 4, hold on, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So that is quite interesting. It's, let me see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes, that's right. Sequential. So in a sense, it kind of tells me that this is something that, even though it may be out of order and disjointed, there is a pattern or there is a purpose, there is a reason to it, because it's linear. Even though the cards are out of order, it's linear. The pages represent an 11. The queens represent a 12. And so this is a linear, even though everything's out of order, it's a linear order to it. A random linear order, okay? Now, currently down this This is the present. And again, what I see is, again, this can indicate somebody moving or leaving or going away. And maybe they did it in a manner, and if this is you, maybe you had to do it in a manner in which maybe some things were said, or maybe things were not said all the way, and there's some things left unsaid, there's some feelings not being dealt with here, and you had to walk away from the situation anyway. You're just like, I can't talk anymore. And as we can see, we have this page here who is a student of communication. This is somebody who communicates quite well, but can also learn a lot about him or herself from communications. And we can see that some kind of news, either this queen has sent out some news or some news has come in, but it has caused a complete withdrawal from the situation. Okay. Nevertheless, the queen still has the Ace of Pentacles. There's still something on offer here. Okay. Now, this line here, news, this is the future row. So this is either a message or some news coming in that, again, it's like it's happened twice maybe, that requires some, it's like disappointment. There's some disappointment. But like I said, there's still something on offer here. There's still something there. And quite possibly, if we can change the way we're thinking about the situation, and instead of, this to me indicates hiding your feelings, if you can come to grips with that, you can arrive at this 10 of Pentacles, which will be the ace that the queen is holding. Okay. And to me, this is a transition card. It's sliding into something new. And even if you've been married, 15 or 20 years, there's always new cycles that come about. And as we can see, it, in a sense, it's the past mirroring the future and the future mirroring the past. Okay? Because the implication with the imagery of the cards are, these are happy kids and this is a happy family. And we do have the couple and the old man and the dog and the kid. So these are people who are comfortable with each other. They know each other. There could indeed be some kind of quote unquote past life connection between the two of them. The 10 speaks to something that's already well established. Okay. But yet we still see somebody's walking away. Somebody's saying something or thinking something that I don't think is true, because we have those two, and we can't figure it out. Maybe the message was muddled. It is Mercury retrograde, and this has caused some disappointment and sadness. I don't always say regret. A lot of people say this card has regrets, but to me it doesn't really read as regrets. I don't think I used to see this card that way, but I don't see it anymore as being a regret. I see it as simply being someone who expected something and they didn't get it. Okay? They expected more out of it, but they didn't get it. And so again, this causes a timeout, a withdrawal from the situation. We have the knighting here of some kind of message or news. New ideas coming. Maybe this is the new idea. The new ideas that have come in that have taken you to a place where you've been able to really be creative and create things, do some things, and build up your own stability here. It goes from a 9 to a 10. But then we have the 6 of Pentacles show up. So we go from an ace, in effect, that this queen is holding, to a 6. And this could be, this card is known as the card of give and take. I've seen this card sometimes show up with a guy who's a player. Comes 1 minute and gives you something, and then he takes off and gives somebody else something. But I think the time now is changing or coming about. He's holding the scales, Libra, a balance in the give and take. And maybe this is why someone has walked away. And it's interesting because there's this a slight theme of two here that I'm getting. The Two of Swords here, the Two of Cups there. Even here I have two cups off to the side and the one cup by itself. You see, this person in the 9 has 3 pentacles, and 3s are always the start of something. Wanting to start something, there's an offer made or being presented. This could also be in a business sense. This card represents wills, alimony, child support, annuities, generational legacies, trusts, property, things that you share and you own with other people. This person has been doing it alone. So maybe the cards are saying that now there's going to be a time frame, or the opportunity is going to come around where you won't have to do that. And hopefully, this card also says that if someone tries to, money is not the only way that you can give to someone. So kind of look at what it is that you give and what you receive. Look at what's being given to you, and try to view it in a different light, because it's not always about the money. And it can also say that you should never be too proud to accept help from someone should they offer it. It may not be financial help. It could be a shoulder to cry on, or an ear to listen to. So consider what it is, because there's treasure to be found simply in the act of giving, and you can give many things and in many ways. I want to take a look at these cards with I'm already running over, so I'm going to take a look at the 3 cards that stand out the most to me. 4 cards. I'm going to take a look at the 7 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the 4 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. This Queen, though, no matter what is happening around this Queen is rock steady. She's rock steady. Even if she had to walk away from something or take a time out, she's rock steady. In other words, it's somebody that you can depend on, someone who is stable, who kind of like got her shit together. Okay? Yeah, she's rock steady. And she's, if you know somebody like this, if this is you, know that you are rock steady and that you are sitting in your own abundance right now. Because she's sitting in a garden. It's full of flowers and green, and the sun is shining behind her. So even if you're feeling a little out of sorts or what have you, know that you are sitting in your own abundance right now. Okay, and things are not as bleak as you think they are. Yeah. Now look, I have the Lamante female lover. So whether this is male or female that this applies to, whomever's going to take the female role, this is about a shy woman, which we could say the Queen of Pentacles is, because typically they like to stay in the background. They're very comfortable doing that. The Lamante. We have the Vecchia Signora, the person you talk to for advice, but also the person that speaks of change. This is change coming through conversation, a face-to-face meeting. I didn't even mean to pull cards on her. I meant to pull those on the 7 of Swords, but they came out for a reason. So there you have it. There's some kind of change coming from this, for this Lamante, Queen of Pentacles, through a face-to-face conversation. This could be talking to a good friend or something. Remember I was talking about the ear, denari, bambino, prigione. Now, if this is about a home move or moving, we can see perhaps there's some kind of maybe hidden financial issue that causes a delay or an inability to act or move. If this is a deception, again, it's pretty much the same message. It is something that the person is tied to or feels that they cannot act upon. Whatever it is, there's something hidden about it. They're of two minds about it, and it brings a new halt or a new inability or constraint. That speaks to Moon in Aquarius. That's the energy of that card. Let's look at the well, what do you know? This is somebody who themselves, remember I was talking about thinking that it's a loss or some type of emotional adjustment, or someone who, because I have the gray around the top of the head, speaks to emotional confusion. The color gray speaks to confusion in the tarot. So we have someone here who is thinking, who's very depressed and sad over it, and has some anxiety over it. Some tears. There have been some tears shed here. Okay? Oh, wow. Four of Swords. If this is you having to withdraw from a situation to say there's something successful, there's a gift in that. Perhaps this speaks to remaining loyal and true to yourself. But if this is about, again, having to think maybe some kind of news has come in, some kind of message has come in, maybe there's an offer on the table, even though this is on the Four of Swords, and this speaks to Jupiter in Libra. So this could be speaking to, and it is in the future, something that is going to be coming up. It just needs some more thought. But that if that's the case, that it is indeed successful, that it is indeed true, and that there is a gift in this. Maybe you need to go back to the drawing board and figure out exactly what it is. I don't know. I have the two swords left behind and the one sword here. So again, it speaks to some kind of emotional disappointment coming in or occurring, but that through the energy of Jupiter and Libra, perhaps you're going to come to understand what these three things are talking about: success and loyalty and gifts. And a gift that is not unselfish. Again, back to the Six of Coins. Now this is interesting. There's two messages with this, with these three cards here. I have on the Eight of Cups, somebody walking away and leaving something behind. Okay? And this is Saturn in Pisces. And again, Saturn never tells you no, he tells you not yet. Pisces is the most karmic sign. So this could really be a karmic issue that you're dealing with. Sometimes it is that speaks to a spiritual issue that has come to play. And it may have come to a head here around this eclipse. We have the consolante sorpresa, a comforting surprise, the giovane fanciulla, as if you're going to perhaps find yourself again or a new self. This could also be a new person. Donna de servizio, something very positive. She comes in to help. And in a way, it's kind of like walking away from the situation. It was really the best thing that you could do. And maybe somebody being surprised that you actually did it. I want to pull cards on this Six of Coins here. See what this is telling me. This is funny. That card's been coming out a lot. The card of giving and taking, being aware of what does that mean? There has to be a balance in it. And it kind of looks like the card is saying, on one hand, that friends are trying to help, but it ain't no help. Okay. Um, they're giving to you, they're trying to help you in whatever it is that you're trying to do, but it really ain't no help. That's a card of suspicion, doubt, fear, and jealousy. I really can't read that any other way. I thought it was saying two things. Maybe it is that someone's being suspicious of why it is you're trying to help them. The flip side of that, so they don't accept your help. Well, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I have for you. I hope I hope those messages help. Wait a minute. I want to see what this 10 of coins is about. What it says. That's just been. Well, this is interesting. Because here we have a message coming in. Here we have face-to-face conversations. But then we have the Lamika, the relationship of trust on something built up. Viaggio, a return to or a visit to see a friend. But then I have the stanza, and the stanza is the card of privacy and solitude. It also can speak to communications, but without anybody being there. And I really don't understand how that fits in with that 10 of coins. Maybe it could be without having anybody around. I don't know. All right, that's it. Hope the message helped. Until next time, namaste.